Um, Walmart with some $500 billion in sales ranks number one for the fifth straight year. Yes. Fortune's annual list of the world's biggest companies ranked by revenue. Oh, now it's somewhat exciting for those that are large corporations. Yeah. That you have all this money. Yes. 8.3% over the year of profitability, $30 trillion. Yes. Equal to 37.6% of the global GDP. Now, your aggregate profits, meanwhile, shot up 23.4% to $1.88 trillion, the second highest total ever, behind the $1.96 trillion bonanza earned in 2013. Yeah. Hmm. The biggest profit maker of all was Apple, which made more than $48 billion in 2017 on $229 billion in sales. Now, when you look at it, yes, in 2008, yes, I was going through a credit crisis right here. Yeah. And you were about $20 trillion in revenues. Yes. And in the next 10 years, you're up to $30 trillion in revenue. Yeah. And then we had that little credit crisis where things kind of got bad for you there. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. But then you went way up here into 2013 and then kind of plateaued, and then you're back up to about $2 trillion in profitability as companies. Yes. Now, a lot of these corporations, they don't actually like me that much. I'm one of these individuals that really just thought about not having 1023 Kitchen Dick Road on my credit report. Yes. Could you call the state of Washington? Now, I've reported being victimized as a victim of identity theft. Yes. False arrest. Yes. False imprisonment. Yes. Fraudulent mental health evaluations. Right. And all these corporations, they don't want me to compete with them. Now, there's some good ones in here, yes, and they're all going to employ outside counsel to obstruct my right to compete with them. Now, I wanted to start a little company called Joshua's Ethnic Foods, where all the foods that we sold were not American foods, they were foods from other nations. It's an import export, yes, kind of a global supermarket that would compete with Walmart. Walmart, for the most part, sells American products, but I thought that Americans, yes, would want to eat the actual breakfast, lunch, and dinner of other nations. Oh, and considering 170 nations throughout the world, it could be a very exciting mealtime if you purchased my food products from Joshua's instead of the American food products from Walmart. Now, the State Grid of China, yes, is that your electric company over there? Because I thought I'd make some steam generated electricity, yes, and then I'd waste a little bit of it, yes, kind of a free gift to those that do know. Well, we'd end global warming so that this $3 trillion, yes, my competitors, oh, shoot, my competitors don't like me, do they, Governor Jay Inslee? Now I'm going to compete with Walmart, and I'm going to introduce a new type of eating where we, as a nation and other nations, can eat the food products of all the nations of the world instead of one corporation deciding what we're all going to eat. And then that Chinese, oh, you remember that $1 trillion lawsuit? Yes. You thought I was kidding about that, but it looks like these Chinese corporations are doing pretty good. Yes, you got about a 369, almost $1 trillion of revenue that are situated in three Chinese. Now, for the Chinese government that thinks that I'm fooling around, I will sue the Chinese. $1 trillion of revenue. Now, for those that signed the pledge that they would not receive campaign contributions from fossil fuel, a lot of the Chinese national petroleum corporations were wanting to support the President of the United States. How much in foreign contributions can you receive as a candidate for office in this nation? Could you get me all the foreign owned, yes, corporation or PACs, yes, that contribute to the election of those that want to be in office? Now, I'm one of these, okay, just so that you know, because I want you to criticize me. Let's say the American population found out that I had a large PAC from pornography. And they say, you support pornography? No. They supported me for president. I don't really care what they do as long as they're over the age of 18. Yes. Or maybe the alcohol. Yes. All those distilleries that produce alcohol. Yes. Do you have a business license, an article, and corporation to do business in this nation? Why don't you set up a super PAC for all of those that sell spirits? See, my thought is any individual corporation that considers themselves as a person that can file lawsuits as a corporation, if they want to contribute to my presidential campaign and they have an actual business license, article, and corporation, who am I to say that they can't contribute? Now, I know you're making yourselves look good. Because you're that green consortium of individuals that all pledged that you would not receive any funds from any fossil fuel manufacturing providers. But my thought was, what if they wanted to support you for president? You're making a statement to the rest of the nation that your refusal to receive campaign contributions from any of the fossil fuel manufacturers is you taking a stance on global warming. Now, I can take a stand